Let me see if I can figure
Okay,
out.
I just hit record to the cloud and it's recording to the cloud.
Okay.
Can't even tell you what that means, but we'll fetch it from the cloud at some point. It's recording somewhere. Okay. What I want to do is celebrate before I get into some really great information that I have for you guys tonight. What I feel is kind of what you need in the next step of your progress. I want to hear, what have you implemented or tried since our last call that you have felt some success? So I'm going to take 3 or 4 of you, so you better rush to that unmute button if you want to share, because I want 3 or 4, only 3 or 4 can share. So share what you have tried and been successful with.
Hi, I don't know if you can hear me.
I can.
I don't know what's going on with my video. It's screwy tonight, but hi, ladies. Congratulations to those that promoted or DIQ. Active listening. I really have been listening and not talking about myself as much. So I have several sponsoring conversations going on right now, and I'm really loving that brochure. It's really helping. So just wanted to share that.
Awesome. Congratulations, Kim. So happy for you.
Hi, Amy. This is Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
I just wanted to say that Tiffany Tall is on here too. And we have been meeting, we live locally close to each other. And we have been meeting every other week to kind of keep each other accountable and bounce ideas off of each other. And we Marco Polo about every day so, if we have questions and so forth. So that has really, really helped. Just knowing that I have to be accountable to Tiffany and vice versa. So if you live locally with anybody, it would be great to get together, or even not locally, you can Marco Polo.
Not locally. Yeah. How many of you, raise your hand if you currently have somebody that you're accountable to besides your leader, because that to me goes without saying, but you're with a peer, you're accountable. Okay, if you can't raise your hand, and when I say accountable, that is regular, that's almost daily, maybe every other day. If you haven't uploaded the Marco Polo app, highly recommend it. As Lauren and Tiffany just shared, that it is really effective for face-to-face accountability. If you have something you can prop it on when you're driving, it's a great way to talk when you're driving, but definitely be accountable. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, somebody else, what have you implemented since our last call?
I'll answer.
Okay, who's that?
It's Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
So I meet with my ladies once a month and we talk almost every day, but on the 22nd, we're doing a big bingo game night in Twin Falls, Idaho, and gonna have everyone come look at the 31 and trying to get the fall, winter, last chance out there. So maybe all of us can get some more PV for the month of February.
Okay, there you go.
So that's something new. We'll see if it's successful, but it's something new.
Okay. Okay. You'll find out soon.
Yeah.
All right, one more. Did anybody get any bookings or recruits since the last call? Amanda?
Yeah, actually, funny story. I met a lady like 4 days before I went into labor, and I was at a quarter auction, and she approached me about the opportunity. It was super busy that night, and I said, yeah. I said, let's meet up the next week. So she had the opportunity brochure. I'm like, great. We just got the training on the income brochure, so I can totally use that. And well, 3 days later, I was in the hospital in labor, so that didn't work out. And it took me like a month and a half before I could actually get back with her. And I reached out to her again, and I met up with her like 2 weeks ago, and I did exactly what we did about talk less, listen more. And she's actually joining on the 15th, and we're doing her in-home launch on the 16th. So I'm super excited about that. And then all my girls that have qualified, we now have my Gen Zero, so now their girls are starting to qualify also. So I'm seeing my team grow, and they're getting to know each other, which I'm really excited about too. So I love seeing how this is like growing, and when everybody qualifies like under them, they're getting more excited about it. So it's awesome. I love it.
Awesome. Okay, and that was Amanda?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, developing that culture, that team culture right from the beginning is so smart. Really great. And then Carrie says Power 8 training in the senior consultant Facebook group was super valuable. Okay, great. So y'all been in there with Shauna. Okay, great. And what's so cool is when you guys promote, you get to stay with Shauna, because if you didn't hear, she's moving now to work with the directors. So it's almost like if she's been coaching you and mentoring you, then you're just going to carry her right into that director group. So that's awesome. Okay, so let's get started just on some fresh information that I really feel like you could benefit from now if you're feeling any momentum, and especially with parties. So we're going into a new season, and how exciting and what amazing time it is to really book a lot of parties. And I think I mentioned this on the last call that women love being first. So really to be able to say you can be the first to earn the new products for free. So you want to reserve a date with me now, because my dates are going fast. Did I SCDs remind me, did I do that brainwashing in the last call to repeat after me? My dates are going fast. Okay, so everybody repeat after me. You can be muted, but I should be seeing lips move. My dates are going fast. Okay, great. So that needs to be on the tip of your tongue when you are talking to people, to say my dates are going fast for March, because people are really wanting these new products first, and they're wanting to be the first to show them off and the first to earn them for free. So which date can I reserve for you? I have these 2 to offer, and then offer 2. So this is the time. So I want you to be prepared to get business, future business, bookings and recruits from these parties. So if you do not have March right where you want it, like I'm going to say overbooked to where a cancellation is a relief and not a tragedy. Like you're wishing the phone would ring. You're wishing the text would come up and say, I can't have my party, because like you really could not physically do that party. That's how you should have your month booked, okay? Especially in a launch month. We're now calling them celebrate months. So you should book your own celebration party where you're celebrating the launch of new product. We have a new guide, a spring guide, and a new catalog. And by the way, I'm going to do an aimless plug right here that tomorrow night you want to join Ready, Set, Celebrate. You can join the link through TOT, but myself and 2 others from the training team will be live teaching you how to use those 2 together, the catalog and the guide. And my emphasis is always, they try to get me to talk about sales, but I'm like, you know, I like to help them get their long-term business. I like to help them book long-term. So I'm going to be focusing on booking and recruiting with your catalog and spring guide. So join that tomorrow night. There's a teaser for you. That's what they call a seed, by the way, ladies. Just planted a seed. Okay. So what was I saying? Somebody tell me that was listening. Where am I?
Overbook March.
Overbook March. So when you overbook March, thank you, Carrie. When you overbook March, I want you to be ready. I want you to be ready to get future business. So when your mindset shifts to the number one reason I am doing a party, I'm going to the party, or I'm doing a party online, is to get a bookings, or my new team members. I'm getting recruits or bookings from my party, and I am just going to sell some products while I'm there. If that becomes your mindset, hang on, because your business is about to take off. Because wherever you put your energy, wherever you focus, I love the quote, where you stare, you steer. I actually heard that in a Lisa Turker's book, but I thought it applied to business too. So where you stare, you steer. So just be focused on getting bookings, and that's a target thing. Can't leave this party, can't close this party without a booking. And I'm looking for at least one lead from every party. That intentional focus, ladies, that will be what causes you to grow. That will be what causes your business to stay consistent. So there's really no need when you promote to a new leader, there is no need for there to be a roller coaster in your business. You might have experienced it up until now, to where maybe there's a month you start and it looks good and it's booked and you're excited, or you get to the first of a month and you go, oh, I have got 3-4 dates that I could work and I've got to book those parties. And then you get to the first of the next month and I've got parties to book. Has anybody ever been there? Everybody should have their hand raised if you're an honest person. Okay, there we go. But it doesn't have to be that way, just with intentionality and discipline. It's just a decision. I'm not going to close a party unless there is a booking attached to it. And if you choose to send a party off to the home office and submit it, and you do not attach a booking to it, then you might as well have hung a sign on the door of your business that says, going out of business. And I know I just stepped on a few toes. Sorry if that hurt a little, but that is the reality in our industry, that if you are not adding parties, you're walking backwards and you're gradually going out of business. That's not a fun feeling. And I think you've been there. We've all been there. It's like, but when you just say, okay, I didn't get a booking at the party tonight, so I am going to do customer care. I am going to do customer care with my January outlet customers. I am going to call my customers and my hostesses from last March or last February and do some follow-up. I am going to collect enough no's to get to a yes. All right, any thoughts or questions around that concept of staying consistent and intentional to have parties every month? No? Okay, good. So let's go. So I'm going to wave my magic wand, and all of you now have a full March schedule. So I want everybody to write down, because I can tell you've got pen and paper, write down the number of parties in March that means for you. How many parties did I just wave my magic wand to? You want to book 4 parties? How many of those are face-to-face? How many of those are online? You should have both. A strong leader is in front of people as well as maximizing technology and online. I'm telling you, a strong leader, okay? And by the way, here's a stat, it's free, I'm not charging for this part. You're 35% or 35 times more successful when you're face-to-face in your business. Whether you're hostess coaching, selling, strong starting a new consultant. So that's live, Zoom, FaceTime, Marco Polo. Let technology work for you 35 times more. So get face-to-face. So you all have the number written down, right? The number of parties you want to have? Okay, so we're going to go there in our minds. Each one of these parties, I'm going to walk you through the beginning, middle, and end of every one of those parties. And I am going to tell you very clearly what to do at the beginning, middle, and end of each of those parties so that you can get bookings and recruit leads from those parties. How does this sound? Somebody give me a shout out in the chat. Ready to go. Kirsten's already given me a preach. Anybody ready to learn how to get future business at your party? Woohoo. Thank you, Kim. Yes, so ready. Yay. Okay, good. Okay, good. See, I gotta feel the energy here because I'm just seeing faces and silence. So, okay. Let's go to the beginning. Right in your notes, just write beginning of party. There are 2 things that you do at the beginning of the party that impact bookings and recruits. The first thing is your warm connection with your guests. Now you say, okay, Amy, that's pretty basic. I think I'm a nice person and I connect with my guests. So is it really that simple? Okay, I'm going to be a little more specific, because everything you hear me say tonight, it's not hard. Nothing in our business is hard, but it is intentional and there is purpose behind it. So if you have not had purpose behind your connection with your guests, then you've just been friendly. And friendly doesn't necessarily get us business. So here's a couple tips on your warm connection with guests. Use name tags. So when people are walking in the door, I encourage you to hand them a name tag and write their name on it. When you introduce yourself and they introduce themselves. That just say, and it's just super casual. Just say, hey, would you put this on just for me tonight? Thank you. No big deal. They'll forget they have it on. When you call their name through the night, you will increase sales, increase the chance they book with you or become your team member by calling their name multiple times. This is a fact. It is the number one thing that we love to hear as a woman. So that's part of your warm connection, is getting them a name tag, learning their name, then moving conversation casually as people are mingling, sitting down. They may come up to your table and really looking at products, whatever. This is at the beginning. Generate conversation that's completely and 100% focused on them. So this is a little bit of a drawback to what I said in the last call, which sounds like you guys implemented. It's about her. It is not about you. So I am going to say things like, oh my goodness, Susie, and I know Susie's name because she has her name tag on. Oh, Susie, I love that necklace. Where did you get that? Or Holly, my gracious, I love that blouse. So you're complimenting. Or Jonay, well, how was your day today? So you just ask, how was your day? Did you work today? Oh no, I'm at home with my kids. Oh, how many kids do you have? What are their ages? All about them. The last thing that you're going to ask Holly is, what's your favorite 31 product? Now, why is that the last thing I want to ask the guest about 31? Anything about 31? Why is that the last thing I recommend that you ask? Chat or talk? Okay, Nicole says, so it's what's in front of their mind because it's about her.
You find out if she's familiar with it yet and how much she maybe has already.
Right, but I'm saying don't. I'm saying don't bring up 31. Not right now. Why? Why am I recommending not to bring up 31 in your warm connection?
Amy, because you're building the relationship.
Right. Again, and y'all didn't know you were going to get psychology tonight. You'll probably get it 2 or 3 times. But subconsciously, she is saying she just wants my money, right? And if we send off that vibe, do you think she wants to do business with us? No, she needs to know that I'm a genuine person. I care about her as a person. Are we going to get to 31 in a little bit? Yes. So that's why I'm saying, do y'all hear when I say warm connection with guests, there's purpose behind that. I want you asking questions about her, compliment her, what she's, wearing. It doesn't have to be a long extended conversation. As a matter of fact, keep it casual so that you can get to multiple people. All right. So that second thing in your beginning, first thing is warm connection. Second is your opening. Your opening. And I want you to put in there makeover. Opening makeover, my story makeover. It's time to give your opening a makeover. You should be very purposeful with what you're saying in the first 2 to 3 minutes of the party, because she is deciding. I don't know if you knew this, but your guests are deciding in the first 2 to 3 minutes of your presentation if she is going to do business with you in the future. Now tell me if I'm wrong. Have you guys ever been to another direct selling party? Any other product? Am I wrong? Are we as women a little bit judgmental? Let's be honest. We know when she's got her stuff together. We know when she's loving what she's doing, or if I want to learn more about her. So that's why this opening has to be on. It has to be exactly what it is that she needs to hear right at that point. So it's like you have prime real estate in the evening, and in the first 2 to 3 minutes, it's prime real estate. So I'm going to give you a quick outline of what you want to make sure is in your opening. Obviously, your name and how long you've been with 31. But before you go any further, it's all about your hostess. So it's your name, how long you've been with 31, and I want to take a minute to celebrate Holly Hostess. So Holly, and then how many of you already celebrate in some form or fashion your hostess? Raise your hand. Okay, if you don't, it is impacting your bookings. So make that hostess feel loved, special. There's all kinds of ways. Exchange ideas with your peers. Let your upline help you with ideas on how to celebrate. I don't have time to get into that. But as soon as after you celebrate your hostess and make her feel loved, it should take a couple minutes. Then it's a place for the next thing in your outline, which is your first booking seed. And it would sound like this. So ladies, I would love for all of you to be able to take advantage of what Holly is doing tonight and earning our products free and having an amazing night out with friends and family. So you're just kind of using that little second that we celebrated Holly to plant our first booking seed. So name, how long you've been with 31, celebrate your hostess, booking seed. Are y'all with me on your outline? Okay. Next is a brief bio. There's about 6 sentences in this bio. 2 sentences about what life looked like before 31. 2 sentences about what life looks like now as a result of 31. And 2 sentences about what you're looking forward to because of 31. So it's a past, present, and future snapshot, not description, details. And I'm going to do a sample here in a minute so you guys can hear how it flows. Right now you're just taking the outline so you can flow with me, and then you can write yours later. So after you've done the 6 sentence bio, then it's an easy place to do a recruiting seed. First recruiting seed, right after you've talked about the business, then you can say, and ladies, so because 31 has meant something to me, I'm going to be sure to invite all of you to look at 31, the 31 income opportunity at the end of the night. So not pushy, just because it's meant so much to me, I'm going to invite you. So then that's your booking seed there. I'm sorry, recruiting seed. Then you're ready to go. You say, all right, ladies, are y'all ready to get started? And you're ready to start talking about the product. So let me do a quick sample of what that opening sounds like. And then again, you're going to make it your own and write your story. Okay, so follow along with me in your outline and you'll see how it flows. So hi ladies, it's been so good to kind of connect with all of y'all and chat, and it's just been fun, but I want to just formally introduce myself. I'm Amy Neal. I've been with 31 for 7 years, and I am so excited to be here. Holly, you have been the most amazing hostess. Now, then I'm going to take time to celebrate her, which I'm not going to right now. So we just celebrated Holly. Now, Holly has picked out about $150 to $200 in free product that she is excited about earning for free. And I would love all of you to have a chance to do that. So at the end of the night, I'll invite you to have your own party, and I can't wait to see who that is. So you might be curious about why I do what I do. So I'll just tell you briefly that before I started 31, I worked full-time for Blue Cross Blue Shield. I worked in a cubicle and I worked for somebody else. And ladies, I felt like I was suffocating. Now that I have a 31 business, I've been able to come home from my full-time job, and we are on our way to becoming debt-free, and it feels so great. What I'm excited about is the fact that this year I'm working to earn a trip, and as soon as we're debt free, we're going to build our dream home. So because 31's meant so much to me, I want to give all of you a chance to look at the income opportunity. So at the end of the night, I'll send you home with some information. All right, are y'all ready to get started and look at our amazing products? So you might time that. How about how long was that? 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Ask but full of purpose. Okay, I did keep it moving. Take your own pace, make it your own, but I think I demonstrated for you the core content. What you did not hear me say was how much debt I was in, where the trip was that I was going to, the size of my cubicle that I used to work in, what kind of boss I used to have. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like there's a limit. This is not about you. But did I give you just enough information to want to maybe know me more? Exactly. But you got to have a party with me, or you have to join my team to get to know me more. Okay. So we're going to move into the middle. So those were our 2 tips for the beginning. We're going to move now to the middle. All right. And again, really important that you are so intentional in this section while you're showing your product during the demonstration. Now, I'm not going to be talking about sales tonight. I'm not, focused on that for this training. I'm focused on you getting bookings and recruits. So no matter what kind of party you're doing, again, whether this is online and you're going live at times with your products, or you're posting pictures, or if you're face-to-face, most of my tips tonight are going to benefit your face-to-face parties. So I'm a huge advocate and believe people are still, and know people are still booking face-to-face parties. Most of our NEDs and SEDs on the call tonight all do mostly face-to-face. So they all will tell you that people are still booking parties if that's what you're offering. All right. Seeds. What's the size of a seed? I think I mentioned this before. Somebody put in chat, what's the size of a seed? I'm getting comments about the story. Leah admits her opening's way too wordy, so I absolutely love how you shortened it. Okay, good. What's the size of a seed? This is one word. Tiny. Good, thank you. Tiny, small. I am going to be talking to you about how to plant small, tiny seeds during your presentation that continue to build interest in having a party. Remember, we planted the first one in your opening. We plant for booking and recruiting. But if we do not say anything about the benefits of having a party or the benefits of becoming a consultant during the presentation, and then we get to check out and we expect to hear yeses, that's not realistic. So it's very important that in that center section that you are planting seeds. And so I'm going to give you some examples of a couple. This is where I do not want you to become overwhelmed, because sometimes in this business, it's easy to think there is so much to remember. Every 6 months, you people are giving me a new catalog with new prints, new personalization, new iconics. Now you're giving me a guide, and now the guide has different product in it. And then, okay, let's all take a breath. When you are beginning to be intentional about planting seeds, please, I don't care if it's a piece of paper like this, a 3x5 card, you're going to write your seeds down. You're going to write down at least 3 booking seeds and 3 recruiting seeds. And there's just 1 to 2 sentences. And you can put that piece of paper in the product. You'll do that probably 3 or 4 parties, and then you won't need them anymore. It will become a habit to say that seed when you touch that product. Now, this is how I taught new consultants how to plant seeds from party 1. So if you want to start a new consultant strong, teach her, make her seeds. Give her 3 booking seeds and 3 recruiting seeds on a 3x5 card and say, put these in your products and plant these seeds, and then she's going to be getting bookings from the beginning and recruit leads from the beginning. So it's easier to create a habit from the beginning than to start a new one, you know, after a while, but you're going to do it. So for example, the Benjamin, 100% of you should be talking about the Benjamin at your parties, right? I'm not even going to tell you to raise your hand if you're not talking about that Benjamin. So the Benjamin is a perfect income or recruiting seed. Perfect. It might sound like this. So ladies, how many of you have a Benjamin wallet? You're holding it up, and you should have a few in the room. Okay, great. What do you love about your Benjamin? We're gonna let her sell it, okay? So she's gonna tell me a couple features she likes. I'm gonna go, oh, great, that's awesome. Do you know what I love about my Benjamin? My Benjamin holds my money that I earn with 31. Did you know that an average new consultant with 31 earns $150 just for an average party? Just felt like you needed to know that. All right, so this is my, my favorite wallet. It's our #1 selling wallet, and I definitely would put it on the wish list tonight. If you do not have an amazing wallet, if you're not in love with your wallet, you've got to have this one. All right, so then we're just going to move on. So did you hear how I kind of slid that in there? Okay, I listened to what she loved about her wallet first. You've got to keep the party interactive. You could do that. What I just did, you could do online. Tell me what you would, who has the Benjamin wallet? Tell me what you love about it. And then you can go live. I'm a huge advocate of live or videos. You go live to plant your seeds. So ladies, thanks for sharing with me about what you loved about, your wallet. And I wanted to share with you what I loved about my wallet, and you plant your recruiting seed, right? Let me give you another example of recruiting seed. The LUT. So as soon as you hold your LUT up, it should just be habit to say, okay, who has the LUT? How many do you have? We're just going to have some fun with that. And then, by the way, this product comes in our kit because it's our #1 selling product. And when you start the business, it's only a $99 investment. And this happens to be one of the products. And then you just move right on. So I got the cost of the investment in there. Okay. Any thoughts or questions? Does somebody have a seed that they plant, whether it's booking or recruiting, that works for them? Yeah, Amanda?
I've actually found, and I don't remember which director or who it was. I think it was on a 31-minute call I watched, but it's a game that I played with everyone, and they love this game. But I pair the ladies up, and I give them an index card with a destination or an occupation, and they have to go pick the items that that relate to that, or they think would be best fit that. And so they're putting their hands on the products right away, and then basically they're explaining to everybody why they like this, what it is, that sort of thing. And then typically, of course, an LUT will get picked, or an All About the Benjamins will get picked, and that's the opportunity to say, oh, and it's also in the kit, or that sort of thing. Or you can get this, with your hostess credit or something like that, but they've already had their hands on the products and explained to the other ladies, and it might be something I didn't even think about. So, and that one has been like a really good game. And it gets them up and moving and, laughing and stuff like that. And sometimes I'll give them, I'll know what my group is, like what their occupations are. So I'll make sure they don't get their own occupation. The teachers, the nurses, I'll switch it up for them.
Okay.
And they seem to like it. So it's worked well.
Oh, good. Thank you, Amanda. So hope you guys got that idea down, because I heard that has opportunity for booking or recruiting seed in there. So you can just throw that in there. Anybody else, another idea on a booking or recruiting seed?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. A recruiting seed that I do if I'm focusing on.
Oh, just lost you. Shoot. Okay. Lost your mic again. Okay. So let me give you a quick tip on the bookings onto a booking seed. If you haven't done a hostess stacking at a party in a while, that's tried and true right there. That's a larger seed. It takes a little bit more time, but I think if you can do that separate from the celebrating the hostess and kind of maybe in the middle of the party to bring the hostess to the middle of the room. And this is where if you have gotten her shopping list beforehand, which I highly recommend in hostess coaching, then you're able to say, I'm going to be putting products on Holly Hostess that she has already picked out she wants to earn for free. And just by having an average party, she's going to get these for free. And then she can choose one of these 3 products as a hostess exclusive. And you just kind of physically put the products on her and keep emphasizing 150 and free product for an average party. Okay. Kirsten's idea, tie pink ribbon on all the products I'm displaying that I got for free. Someone always asks, yeah, what the pink ribbons are, and a great seed for the person joining because they love the product. That's great. That is a great idea. Okay, good. Okay, so for them watching the time, do you guys see how being intentional with this during the presentation, it gives those subliminal messaging and those commercials throughout the party so that when we get to checkout, it's going to feel more natural to go there. So let's go there, okay? So we're at checkout. I'm going to highly recommend that you introduce checkout at the end of the presentation. So this is the end of the middle. Hope I'm not confusing you. But the end of the middle is when you would introduce checkout. And it might sound something like this. Ladies, I have had the best time with you guys. You guys are so fun. This is actually my favorite part of the night. And it's when I get to provide customer service to you and work with you one-on-one to answer any questions that you have and help you with your order. So during this time, I'm going to be seated in the dining room. Is there anybody here that needs to, that has childcare or you need to leave quickly? There always is 1 or 2, am I right? Okay, so, okay, great. I'm going to get Amanda first and then Carrie, and then we're going to be able to get you guys going, and they're going to start. Watch for my chair to empty. Now, while I am working and doing one-on-ones with everybody, guess what? I asked Holly Hostess to hold back the chocolate. Don't be upset at Holly. She did what I told her to, and she's now bringing out the chocolate, and it is time to eat chocolate and shop. That's right, ladies. I just said we're going to eat chocolate and shop. And I have held back product. So you pull out an LUT. I've got an LUT here full of product that I haven't even talked about tonight that y'all can just go through. So it's like you just hand them a toy box. And y'all are going to have fun going through this product, talking about the products you have, you love, and keep making your wish list. Watch for my chair to empty and come on over. So now do y'all see how that introduction, what have I taken care of there just in that introduction?
People not knowing who should go to the chair first and what they should be doing when you're not in the room.
Right.
Love it.
Are they more likely to stay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else have I taken care of? You ever have anybody come and throw orders at you? Or start getting in a line, or come hand you their order in the middle of something else? No, you just made it very clear that I really value one-on-one time and I need to be one-on-one. So you're kind of really taking control of that time because, ladies, this is the most important part of your night. Why?
It's when you can offer the opportunity to more people.
And
book parties.
Book parties. So this is where we're going to get our future business. We've done the reaping, and now it's time, or sowing. We've done the sowing. I get that mixed up. Now it's time to reap. Okay. We sowed the seed, and now it's time to reap. And if we haven't built quality around this, then all your efforts are in vain. So one really important thing is timing. So I think you picked this up from me when we talked about the interview, that less is more. Listen, and less is more at your party. If your party from beginning, when you set, do your opening to when you introduce checkout. If it's more than 30 minutes, then you are decreasing the chance that A, they wait, or B, that you get future business. Women want their time to be respected. Now, for some of you, you're sitting there going, are you kidding me right now? Because your presentation goes longer than that. I am going to say, how's that working for you? You're getting home later. You might not be making as much money per hour. And people will only book a party with you if it's something they want repeated in their home. So that's where I'm going to just challenge you. Only be talking about products for 20 minutes. And the sooner you can get to the close, the better. They will still order products. I can 100% guarantee you your party average will probably go up. Okay, try it. We all give it a try? Okay, so in a few minutes we have left, let's go to checkout. When your guests come to checkout, you have a seat there next to them for them. There's only 4 things that you have to have in front of you. There's more that you could have, but here are the 4 important things. Right here, first to your left would be an opportunity brochure, not the income brochure, but the opportunity. Do y'all know the difference? Okay. The thing in the middle is hostess packet. You're ready to book parties. And then to your right is your calculator. You're ready to total orders. And then right above you, above your hostess packet, is a calendar. You want to have your calendar open, ready to go. And if you use your phone, then that's fine too. So you're ready to offer the most important things. You might have flyers, you might have a gifts stand and all that. That's great. That's supplemental. You can have that everywhere else. But with what your number 1 focus is, I've told you. So they come and sit down. You can do a warm greeting, call their name again, and then you're looking and to remember one thing that they said, insinuated, something. If you complimented her blouse at the beginning of the night, follow up on that and say, now where again did you say you got that blouse, or whatever. Make a genuine connection quickly, and then you pick up an opportunity brochure and you say, Susie, as I promised, here's some information about the 31 income opportunity. And we're handing her the opportunity brochure. If she receives it and says thank you, then you may have a lead. And these are the words you say. Are you ready? Susie, this is designed to create questions. Can we talk in a day or 2 and explore if this is a fit for you? This is designed to create questions. Can we talk in a day or 2 to explore if this is a fit for you? Okay, now she may say, oh, no, thank you, I'm not interested. And she may hand the flyer back to you, or she may keep it. That's fine. But that is why we don't hand the income brochure at that point. This is, I kind of call the opportunity brochure your bait. You're going to cast a net, see if she bites. If she doesn't, then that's fine. No harm, no foul. You can ask for a referral if you want. We have to hear no. Everybody say that out loud. We have to hear no. We want to hear no. Okay, because how many no's are we going to hear before we hear a yes statistically? 9. Yeah, I know all of y'all have been trained by amazing leaders, because I've been working with them for the last 4 years. And if my brainwashing hasn't worked up until now, I can't help them. Just kidding. So yes, you have to hear the no's. So just know when you ask that, it's okay. Like, be ready for the no. No, thank you. That's okay. When you get to your car, you're pulling out your note tracker and you are going to be checking off your nose, like all excited, like, woohoo, look at all the no's I got. All right. And then, so if she says no to that, you say, okay, thank you for your honesty. I would love to have a party with you and your friends. When can we schedule a date? Because my dates are going fast. All right. So then if she may say no to that, if she says yes, offer her the next 2 dates you have and hand her a hostess packet, and that's great. Then I am going to turn her order over, because I promise you she handed you that order as soon as she sat down. But did I total it? No. Why? Why did I not total her order as soon as she handed it to me?
Because she wants to try to add stuff on it.
Say it again. Somebody said something.
You always want to offer the opportunity first. You start with the biggest thing first, and then you work your way down. Because otherwise, if you total her order, then she's done doing business with you and she's gone.
She's done. You guys have been trained by some crazy, crazy, awesome people. Okay, so you start with what holds the most value. That's just logical, right? And what's the number one reason that your customer, what's her number one reason that she's coming to check out?
To get her total.
To get her total. What's your number one reason that she's sitting there?
To sponsor her.
Or
book her.
Book her. Future business. I want to see this lady again. So I'm going to offer her the two things that allow me to see her again and get more money from her friends or earn an override. So this is just business, smart business thinking. So yes, so if you total her order, she's checked out. Anything you do or offer her after you've totaled her order is an afterthought, and subconsciously you have said it's not as important. So that's just not the truth, not if you're growing a business. So you total her order, and a lot of times you can guide that order based on any decisions that she's already made. So if she, she is interested in the business, you might steer her away from the LUT if she's only getting one, or to say, I would recommend this product because the LUT is going to come in your kit, and this product complements the LUT, and you'll earn more money. You see how I'm going to change that up? Okay. The same for booking a party. Knowing that you're going to get about $150 in free product, what else can we get you? All right, so we are right at the 8 o'clock. Tell me your biggest takeaway. Somebody go.
The opening of my introduction, not making it so much about me.
Okay, good.
Mine is the closing, just talking about the order where you want to recruit them first, then book them, then total their order.
Okay, perfect. Nicole says, set up for checkout. Holly says, my intros are way too long in my history. Okay.
One of mine would be that when you ask them questions and you're building that connection, don't bring up 31 at all.
Do y'all understand the principle though? You understand the thought behind that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then Kim says we have to hear no. It's a good thing.
I would say I liked the idea of keeping like your bio vague and saying book or join to get to know me better. So, because women, we are curious. We want to know. We want to know your business.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Carrie says placing seeds during product presentation, checkout, start with recruit first, then down the line, Kayla trying to get into a routine and keeping it short. Okay. So yeah, so remember you're budgeting time. That's why I shortened up your opening, because I'm trying to leave you time for selling product and making a great connection at the end to kind of reel in the future business. And then you get to the end of the night, you've been there probably an hour, and you've got sales, bookings, recruits. You've made more per hour. I can't wait to hear who makes some changes. But remember, you wrote down a number. Everybody wrote down a number of parties they're going to do in March, right? Y'all figure how many no's do you need to hear to get that number and get ready. Print the Celebrate No tracker and start tracking, start celebrating, partner up with your accountability person, and y'all hold each other accountable to the number of no's you're getting in a day to get closer to that. And then make sure you're letting your upline know, let your leader know that you've got a goal, and she'll help you track getting closer. This is where you can gain some really amazing momentum. And if you're doing all of this at your parties, you guys will be promoting by May. You guys will be crossing the stage. 2 pink tickets to get an even stronger team. How about that? Okay, the iPhone that doesn't have a name says that you already have 4 in March. I don't have a name on that, but congratulations, that's amazing. Tiffany, I have a home party this Saturday. Can't wait to try all this. Leah, I have to admit this was all great. Well, I hate that you had to admit that, Leah. I know it all, but they worded things and broke it up was wonderful. I think I understand what you're saying, Leah. I have to re-listen to take notes. How do you get her to do a home party instead of Facebook? If you only offer home parties, that's all she has to take. That's the best way I can sum that up. If you become passionate about doing home parties and that's what you want to do, then that's what you offer. That's what you market. How much fun it is bringing the girls together. You've got fun games to play. Women like to touch and feel and see, and women love to connect. You offer it enough times. I have to re-listen to. All right, well, good. All right, any comments by any NEDs or SEDs? I just definitely want to, if I miss anything or if you have 2 cents to add from your experience.
Well, Amy, I'll just tell you, I am old and I'm a creature of habit. I have been with the company for 11 and a half years, and it is time for some change for me. I don't know why that crazy, ugly video froze like it is right now. But I was writing feverishly, and I have to get rid of that. That is awful. And I am going to change up my presentation that has been ingrained in my brain for years and years and years. So I cannot wait. Thank you. You can teach old dogs new tricks.
Yes, you can. But Neely, you're doing an awful lot right. So if it ain't broke. But it is. It's always nice, especially when you're going to have repeat customers. A repeat, it's nice to like throw a twist in there. So that's great. Any other NEDs or SED comments before we go? All right, here's my commitment. When you promote by conference, I will do one more call with you. So definitely you want to work to where you DIQ no later than April, promoting in May. And then we will do a call in June, because going into the summer, we need to have a strategy. We need to be intentional with carrying our business and earning that bonus and carrying our business strong through the summer. Okay? Bonus! All right, ladies. I loved connecting with y'all. Leaders, these ladies are getting ready to rock it. Getting ready to do it. All right. Love you.
Thank you.
CDs. Bye, y'all.
Bye.